Hey everyone, so a few years ago we found out that our dog Burnee, who's a miniature schnauzer, we found out he had diabetes. And the reason we found out was he kept peeing in the house while we were gone. So we would be gone only for like 2 or 3 hours and we would always come home to an accident. And we noticed he was drinking a lot more water than usual. Those are major signs of diabetes. And so we took him to the vet, and sure enough, when they checked his blood sugar, it was 600. So they prescribed him insulin and told us we would have to give him shots twice a day after meals, which is a little bit intimidating because I've never given shots to a dog before. But with some simple instructions, it was really easy, and there's a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned over the years that I want to share with you as well. All right, so here they are. So first of all, you always want to keep the insulin stored in the refrigerator. Insulin doesn't last long at room temperature, so you always want to put it in the refrigerator. And these vials are made of glass. They're really slippery. It's super easy to accidentally drop them. And since they're made of glass, they could totally break. And insulin isn't cheap. And you want to keep that vial intact. So what I have found to help with that are these silicone cases. They're made to fit over your dog's insulin or Vetsulin. And you just simply put it inside of there. And then cover the bottom with it. And now your insulin is protected, and guess what? You can still get your needle through the top of it. And now if you drop it, no big deal. And you always want to shake it up before you draw it up as well. And you want to make sure you get the right syringe size. So there's different syringes for the different types of insulin out there. Our doctor prescribed us the U40 syringes. So those are the only syringes we can use. If we tried a different size syringe, we could overdose or underdose our dog's insulin. We used to get the U40 syringes from our vet, but they were a little bit more on the expensive side. So we found these U40 syringes on Amazon that are more affordable. And you want to get a syringe where you can actually read those numbers and read those tick marks so that you give the right amount of insulin. The numbers on this syringe are a little bit bigger than the ones my vet gave me, so I really like these. All right, so I'm shaking up my insulin. I'm going to insert the syringe with the bottle facing down. That way I don't get air in it. And I simply pull back, and you'll see that insulin's a little bit cloudy. And my dog gets 6 units, so I just go right to the 6. And then I pull out 6 units exactly. This area right here where the moms picked them up when they were little bitty babies is the least sensitive. So I like to just pull up on here, make a little TP, and that's where I like to give the insulin. So you simply pull up and make a little TP, and then you just put it in there, and then push the insulin in and pull out. Good boy. And you always want to make sure that you give them their insulin after they've eaten. Otherwise, their blood sugar could get really low. And when you're done, do not recap your needle. There's a lot of risk of accidentally puncturing yourself when you recap. So just simply throw this piece into the garbage and put this into a Sharps or something else like I'm about to show you. So they sell Sharps containers for syringes on Amazon, but what we use is just like an empty milk carton or some kind of bottle or some kind of plastic container, a laundry detergent container, anything like that. And you can simply undo the lid, put the syringe with the needle without the cap in the container, and it just kind of acts like a Sharps. And when this is full, your vet clinic may actually take these needles and put them in their Sharps disposal area. So contact your local vet and see if that's something they do. And another thing you want to have in the house if you have a diabetic dog is some honey, because you never know, their blood sugar could get low one day. And one way to know if this is happening is that they'll start to shake. Almost looks like they're having a seizure or something, or they look really confused. And if that's happening, put a little bit of honey on your finger and then let them lick your finger, let them lick the honey, and their blood sugar will rise. And then let your vet know that happened. Honey is a good way to get their blood sugar to spike quickly, but only do that if you think they're having a low blood sugar event. So those are the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years now that we found out that Burnee is a diabetic dog. I hope they've helped you, and we wish you and your pet lots of health and happiness. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and like this video if it helped you in any way.